Take the time to settle in and form an intention for this period of practice that feels right for you. It could be as simple as to be present, to let this moment be just as it is, without needing it to be other than it is. Allow yourself to settle down in your chair with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, and hands resting gently in your lap. Allow your spine to be straight but not stiff. You can allow the back of the chair to support your lower back, making a stable base for your body with your shoulders back and down and your chest open. Let your head be centered and balanced comfortably between your shoulders, with the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling and your chin lowered slightly. If it is comfortable for you, just let your eyes close gently, or keep them open, especially if sleepiness becomes a problem for you. Make yourself as comfortable as best you can while maintaining an alert, dignified sitting posture. During this practice, you may or may not feel relaxed or different in any way. Whatever you feel, even if it is nothing in particular, is no problem. The intention of this body scan practice is simply to train your mind to bring awareness to each part of your body, in turn, bringing a quality of gentle, open curiosity to any sensations you detect, without needing to feel anything in particular. And now, bringing your awareness to the movements of the breath, notice the physical patterns of sensation as you breathe air into your body on the in-breath and release the air back out on the out-breath. There is no need to control the breath in any way. Just simply be aware of the process of breathing. Notice the sensations as the air moves through the nostrils, past the back of the throat, and down into the lungs and abdomen on the in-breath, and back out on the out-breath. Perhaps noticing the lungs and abdomen rising on the in-breath and falling back towards the spine on the out-breath, as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Gently riding the waves of the breath. Notice the sensations throughout your body as a whole, sitting here in this moment, breathing. It is as if your attention is a floodlight that is encompassing your entire body. When you feel connected with awareness of the sensations in your body as you breathe in and out, allow your attention to narrow to a focused beam, a spotlight of attention, if you will, and intentionally guide that spotlight of attention down the body, past the abdomen and hips, down the left leg, past the left knee, all the way down to the toes of the left foot. Notice the sensations, if any, that you find here, almost to the exclusion of any sensation in the rest of your body. Bring all your attention to the toes of the left foot, perhaps exploring them one by one. Perhaps noticing the temperature, warm or cool, perhaps noticing where they make contact with your socks, and perhaps the front edge of your shoes. Simply allowing whatever sensation or lack of sensation to be here, without straining or diligently focusing on any particular aspect of experience. Just softening your awareness, not needing to find anything in particular. Now expand your attention to include a sense of the whole of the left foot, the ball, arch, and heel of the foot, the top and sides of the foot, perhaps even the bones, muscles, ligaments, and tendons inside the foot. If at any time you find your mind has wandered off, that's no big deal. It is entirely normal and is what minds do. Congratulate yourself for recognizing that your mind has wandered. This is the mindfulness practice itself. And you might choose to non-judgmentally label the thought as thinking, and then, gently but firmly, returning your awareness to the object of meditation. Always the opportunity to return. As many times as the mind may wander, your task remains the same. To just notice it and return, over and over again. Aware at this point of the left foot. And now, moving your spotlight of attention up to simply take in the left ankle, to the exclusion of the foot below and the leg above, just bringing awareness of willingness to experience whatever arises. And now the left lower leg, the calf, sides and shin, perhaps aware of where your clothing might make contact with your lower leg, or maybe sensations inside, just noticing what is present in this moment. And now awareness of the left knee, the back of the knee, front and sides, perhaps aware of the bend in the knee if you are sitting in a chair, awareness of just the left knee. At certain times in this practice, you might find that as you become aware of a body part, it might bring up a certain memory or emotion for you. If you find such thoughts, emotions, or memories arising, just notice that, holding whatever arises in awareness with a sense of willingness to be present and engage with it. And then, as best you can, letting go of any such experience, recognizing that they are just memories, thoughts, or emotions. Now, bring awareness to the left thigh, a place where you may hold tension of one form or another. And if in this moment tension is present, you might explore the sensation of tension. Is it warm, tight, gripping? And you might choose to mindfully breathe with the tension, breathing into it on the in-breath, giving it space, and then breathing back out from it on the out-breath. Just closely noting what sensations are present. Recognize that if at any time during this practice your posture begins to feel uncomfortable or a certain sensation is calling for your attention, be it an itch, a tickle, stiffness, or some other sensation, first notice that. Perhaps staying with the sensation, observing it, and breathing with it for a time. And if you choose to make an adjustment of whatever kind, practicing with first being aware of the intention to scratch or change position, or whatever it is you need to do, and then mindfully going ahead and making whatever adjustments you need to be kind to yourself in this moment. And now, shifting that spotlight of attention up and across the hips and down the right leg, past the right knee, all the way down to the toes of the right foot, a part of the body that we are typically not aware of unless it gives us some trouble or another. Notice the toes of the right foot, the ball, arch, and heel of the right foot. Perhaps noticing any tendency to compare what you find here to what you experienced in your left foot, And if that is the case, just letting that comparison go and simply tuning in to what is present in the right foot. Perhaps aware of how amazing it is that this complex part of the body has moved us around all our lives. And now, aware of the right ankle, just noticing what is present, and if no sensations are present, that's okay too. Just taking stock of what your experience is, and in this moment, of the right ankle. Moving your attention up to the right lower leg, the calf, the shin, sides of the leg, perhaps the tissues inside. Maybe a sense of coolness or warmth, or perhaps no sensation at all. Just noticing what you find. Now bringing awareness to the right knee, just seeing if you can bring awareness to just the right knee, to the exclusion of any other sensations or part of the body. Then shifting to the right thigh, the back of the thigh, the sides, top of the thigh, perhaps aware of the tissues, the muscles, the longest bone of the body inside. Where is your attention right now? If your mind has wandered to daydreaming, planning, drifting along, whatever it may be, acknowledging that with kindness, and then simply ushering your attention back, patiently, calmly, firmly, just bringing it back, over and over again. Move that spotlight of awareness up now to the buttocks, where you might make contact with a chair, or whatever surface you may be practicing on. The entire pelvic region, the groin, the pelvic organs, just tuning into what sensations are present. Now, bring your awareness to the lower back, a place where some people may typically experience tension, perhaps holding a discomfort or painful sensation. In this moment, though, it doesn't particularly matter what your experience typically is in this region. What is your experience right now? Letting go of any ideas, labels, or memories of experiences you may have had in this region, and without straining to find anything in particular, just tuning in with a gentle curiosity to what sensations are present right now in this moment. What do you find? Not stopping at a label such as pain, but going beyond that. Is it warm, tingling, numb, tight? And if it is tension or some discomfort you are experiencing in this moment, perhaps choosing to mindfully breathe with the sensation, breathing into it on the in-breath and back out from it on the out-breath. Now allowing your attention to move to the front of the torso, the abdomen, perhaps aware of the movements of the breath more strongly in this region. Aware of the muscles, organs inside, skin in the abdomen region, just noticing the sensations without needing to find anything in particular. As you are ready, moving your awareness up the torso to the mid and upper back, the chest, the expansion and contraction of the rib cage, lungs, and heart inside pumping, moving oxygen around each part of the body. Noticing perhaps the slight rocking movement of the shoulders as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And now, once more, narrowing that spotlight of attention and moving it up and across to the left shoulder, down the left arm, past the elbow, all the way down to the fingers of the left hand. Perhaps bringing attention to each finger in turn. Letting awareness expand to include the whole left hand, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, bones, muscles, and tissues inside the hand. Perhaps noticing where your hand makes contact with your thigh or whatever your hand may be resting on. Allowing your awareness to move back up the left arm now, past the left wrist, the forearm, the elbow. Become aware of the upper arm to the exclusion of the rest of the body. Move your attention across the chest and down the right arm, all the way down to the fingertips of the right hand. Note the sensations that are present, and even if no particular sensations are present, that's okay too. Notice now the palm of the right hand, the back of the hand, perhaps aware of a subtle temperature difference between the two. The palm perhaps slightly warmer, while the back of the hand perhaps slightly cooler. Aware now of the right wrist, up to the right forearm, the back, sides, top of the forearm, the right elbow, perhaps noticing if there is any bend in the elbow joint in this moment. And now the right upper arm, the biceps, triceps, just letting your experience be your experience. And if you find that your mind has wandered away once more, and your attention is on something other than your right upper arm, just noting that and letting whatever thought, emotion, or experience that has captured your attention to recede into the background as you once more usher your attention, kindly but firmly, back at this point to the right upper arm. Now, moving your attention to the center of the shoulders and being aware of the neck region. This may be an area where some of you experience some strong sensation or another at times, or perhaps even right now. It is a complex region of the body with many muscles, bones, tissues, vessels, and the breath moving in and out of your body. Bring a gentle curiosity to what you find here. And if tension or some other strong sensation is your experience, again, gently bringing your attention to that. Breathing into it on the in-breath and breathing back out from it on the out-breath. Experimenting with just allowing whatever sensation is present to be present without needing to do, fix, or change anything in any way. Holding the sensation in awareness along with the movements of the breath. Moving awareness now up to the face, the jaw, perhaps noticing if the jaw is clenched or relaxed, the chin, lips, and mouth, perhaps bringing awareness to the sensations inside the mouth, the teeth, tongue, roof of the mouth, and back of the throat, and bringing awareness to your cheeks, your nose, your eyes, and the area around the eyes, just exploring what sensations you find. Now be aware of the brow and forehead, and if you notice your brow is furrowed, perhaps bringing a playful curiosity to that, exploring that sensation too. Moving your awareness around the sides of the head now, the ears, the back of the head, perhaps noticing the skin stretched across the scalp, maybe even the brain inside the head, bringing awareness all the way up to the crown of the head. And when you are ready, letting your awareness slowly and intentionally expand now. Letting the spotlight of attention soften and expand back into a floodlight, flowing down the face and head, neck, arms, all the way down to the fingertips, down the torso, abdomen, lower back, and pelvic region, all the way down to your legs, to the toes of the feet. So you have a floodlight of awareness of your entire body in this moment, breathing in the moment, functioning, thinking, feeling, and remembering in this moment. Your whole body breathing. Holding all this in an open, slightly softer, more spacious awareness, and still present, nothing to do, nothing to fix, no state to be achieved, just this. Knowing that this moment is all we ever have, and tuning into it is as close as the next breath, this breath. As you are ready, and there is no rush, just beginning to slowly bring your awareness back to the room, and perhaps allowing yourself to feel gratitude towards yourself for having given this time to yourself to tune inwards and simply be present with your experience, just as it is. And as it feels comfortable, let your eyes open.